time against Simmons. Run pass option with Ravon Wells. He pulled it, came around the left-hand side, and he is tackled. Gains about 2 yards on the play. 2nd down and 8 for the Maroons. 9:50 left, clock runs. George Wythe with a 20-point lead. Still in the shotgun formation. 2 wide receivers right, 2 left. He does bring 1 in motion this time, and they're going to give it to Wells up the middle. He's got the football. He's going to get up to about the 41-yard line, where it's going to be 3rd down and 2. So far, George Wythe 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions. Can't say the same again for Gate City. Gate City only 2 of 8 at this point, converting on 3rd downs. 9:10 left. Clock runs. 2 backs this time. They flank Simmons, and they're going to hand it up the middle. It's going to go to Wells, and he's going to be short, looks like, if they mark him where he fell. Ravon Wells, he only got 1, so. And once again, the referee picked the ball up and took about a half a step and marked it. I still think he's going to be, from where they marked it this time, I think he's going to be a little bit short. Looks like he needed to get to the 43.5 yard line. Ball resting pretty much on the 43 as it is. So he's going to be short. About 3 foot short, and George Wythe looks to send in the punt unit. So Gate City does what they need to. They stop the Maroons. 8:41 left here, and they will be punting. They've got 3 guys set to the left-hand side. Look for a fake, and snaps it. He takes a look, but he does kick it. Kicks it up, and it's high, and it's going to bounce. Hits about the 29 and bounces inside the 20 all the way down to about the Gate City 15-yard line. Gate City will start 1st and 10 on the 15-yard line. We'll take a quick break, come back. You're listening to the home of Blue Devil Sports. This is Gate City Sports Radio.
Hello, I'm Sheriff Chris Holder, and I'm asking for your vote for Sheriff of Scott County on Tuesday, November the 5th. After 23 years with the Sheriff's Office as Deputy and Chief Deputy, I want to make a difference in our county. My number 1 priority is protecting you and your family. Since I became Sheriff on March 1st, we have made almost 500 drug arrests. As Sheriff, I will not answer to any political parties, political families, or high-ranking politicians. I will only answer to you.
Vote Chris Holder for Sheriff on November 5th.
And we're back here live from George Wythe High School. Gate City runs the first play up the middle. Pretty much looks like Blanton got about 3 yards on the play to open up the series. So it's going to be about 2nd down. Give him 7 as he comes out of the ball game, and into the ball game comes Fleming. Gate City back into the T formation. 2 tight ends, three running backs as they're going to give it to Fleming. He's going to go to the left-hand side, and he's got a little bit of room. He gets up. Great run by the freshman. He's up to about the 27-yard line. That's going to be enough for a 1st down. Give him 8 yards, as looks like there's going to be a equipment repair for George Wythe. Number 19, Braden Thompson, something with his helmet, so they're having to bring in somebody else for him. That will be number 19. That's Braden Thompson into the ball game. So Gate City with a 1st down and 10 on the 27-yard line. It's 27-7. Let's see if the Blue Devils can mount a charge. They're still in the T formation. They're going to give it this time to Tomlinson. Tomlinson with a great move, and he's up to about the 32-yard line. You know, Gate City's not really been stopped when they've run the football. They've just had, a couple errors here and there. Of course, the big penalty that backed them up in that first quarter, or excuse me, the second quarter, and then the pick six. All right, so 2nd down and 5 as they're going to give it to Blanton this time. Blanton just barrels his way up. He got maybe 2, give him 3 yards on that one. Really, he had both hands on it. He wasn't going to shift or jive. He was going to run over somebody, and he did. He got 3 yards. So they're up to about 3rd and 2.5 yards. 6:50 left in the third quarter. Gate City is driving. They're on their own 34-yard line. T formation, once again, they're going to give it inside to Thomason. Thomason, great effort for him. That was about a 4-yard carry, and he's got another Gate City first down. Play 1, play 2, play 3. They're all getting about 4 or 5 yards, and right now Gate City is mounting a pretty good drive. This drive started at the 15-yard line and is all the way up now to the Gate City 38. Still in the T formation as they're going to give it up the middle. He's going to actually pull it. Reed's got the football, and he's still going to drive. Keeps his feet going, and the quarterback keeper giving 10 yards on that one. Faked it to Calhoun, pulled the football, and followed him all the way up. Luke Jolly with the stop, but not before. Another Gate City first down. 6:22 left. Gate City is driving. They're up to the 48-yard line. Reed with the football, and he snaps it, gives it to Calhoun. Calhoun does cross midfield. He's in George Wythe territory. That about a 3-yard carry that time. So they are on the George Wythe side of the 50 is where he marks. It's going to be 2nd down and about 8. It's 5:55, the clock runs. Again, we'll have more scores and highlights here in just a few moments. Gate City in the T formation. They're going to give it this time. Actually, Reed's going to pull it, and he's going to go around the left-hand side, and he's had one man to beat, and he actually got a hold of it. Shoestring of a tackle, and he's got him down there. Gains about, give him about 3 yards on that one. 3 yards for Reed. Great play. He faked it inside, and he came around the left-hand side. Only had one man to beat, but he got him by the shoelace and brought him down. And it's 3rd down and about 6. Gate City in the T on the George Wythe 48. He's going to pull it again, and the quarterback keeper goes up. He's to the 40-yard line. Give him 8 yards for Reed. 1st down and 10, Gate City. They are on the 40-yard line, 1st and 10. 5 minutes left here in the third quarter. 27-7, George Wythe leads, but Gate City is mounting a drive. This drive began on the 15-yard line. They're to the George Wythe 40, back in the T formation. He's going to fake it to Calhoun once again, and he pulls it, and Reed is going to keep the keeper, and he's going to go up, and he's got about 4 yards. Just a simple dive. Calhoun goes up the middle. Reed gives a fake, pulls it, gets behind him, and they go down to they're about the 38-yard line now of George Wythe. Gate City using a lot of clock here in the third quarter, keeping that George Wythe offense off the field. George Wythe has stepped up into about a 6-2 front as they're going to try to stop the run. Thomason, though, with a great run. He runs over one Maroon, and he's still driving his feet, and he's all the way down to about the 34-yard line. Great effort by Tomlinson. Thomason give him about 5 yards. 3rd down and 3. Ball marked at the 34-yard line of George Wythe. Gate City once again, 2 tight ends, 3 backs in the backfield, and they're going to give it to Calhoun up the middle, and he's going to get down to close to the 30-yard line, close to a first down. With the one official, where he's got it marked, he's going to say first down, and they're going to give it to him. First down, Gate City. He needed 4. He got 4 yards and about 2 inches. And here come the Blue Devils. Blue Devils have driven it all the way down to the 30-yard line. 3:26 left, third quarter. Gate City just chewing up clock and chewing up yards at this point. 2 tight ends. They're going to give it to Fleming up the middle. off to the left-hand side, a little bit up the middle, to the left. But he's going to pick up another 3 or 4 yards. I'm going to give him 4. Second down and about 6. Ball rests on the 27-yard line of George Wythe. Clock continues to run. Reed's got it, and he is stopped this time. Again, he pulled it from Calhoun, tried to go around him on the right-hand side, and he is stopped for no gain. That's his 9th carry of the night. Third down and about 7. Again, the ball resting on the 33-yard line. Of course, this is 4-down territory for Gate City at this point. Down by 20 with 2:15 left on the clock. They're going to give it to DeAndre Mack. He goes around the left-hand side, and he is going to be tackled down, and that's going to be about a 4-yard carry for Mack. Wells with the tackle. It's going to bring up about 4th down and 3. Mack comes out. Landon Blanton comes in. 1:50 left. Gate City going to go for it on 4th down. They're on the George Wythe 28-yard line. Back in the T formation. And football's on the ground. And turnover by Gate City. Exchange between Calhoun and Reed. All that way down the field, and a turnover ends the Gate City drive. 1:31 left here in the third quarter. Second turnover of the night for Gate City. And George Wythe will start with the football. They are on their 28-yard line, 1st and 10. Last time George Wythe had the football, though, Gate City did stop them. Let's see if they can do the same thing here. 3 wide receivers to the left, 1 to the right, as, again, Simmons is back in shotgun formation. They give it to Wells. Wells is wrapped up. Great effort by the Blue Devils. Again, that was in on the tackle. Would be number 59, Cyrus Gibson. Also, Ethan Fleming was in. And then, of course, Brady Edwards was also there to help to contain him. Great play. Wells really has not hurt the Blue Devils. Coming into the game, they thought that he may be the X factor. He's caught 2 passes, and he's got a couple yards. But again, it's been pretty much Simmons the whole way for George Wythe. Under a minute left here at Pendleton Field as George Wythe's got the football. They're going to throw it out into the flat. It's going to be dropped by Dason McMillan. He had him out in the flats, but he just dropped it. It's going to be 3rd down for the Maroons. Clock stops with 52 seconds left here in the third quarter. Gate City down 27-7. Again, it's 3rd down. Ball is on the George Wythe 28-yard line. Again, folks, make sure you stay with us after the game. We'll have the post-game show brought to you by James River Advisors. We'll go over the scores, highlights from around the region, as well as a conclusion of this game. As the ball is snapped back, Simmons just rolling around plenty of time, and as there is a collision about the 27-yard line between he and Luke Reed. Simmons didn't want to go out of bounds without a pop, and Reed gave him one. I don't know who got the worst of that exchange, but I think it rang Reed's bell a little bit. He came off just a little bit. You could sort of see that sort of got to him. Great shot, though, again, and they stop him again on 3rd down. Second 3rd down in a row that Gate City has stopped George Wythe, as it's punting time for George Wythe, as they're going to kick it down to Carson Jenkins about the 42-yard line. He is wrapped up right on the spot by number 65, Dorian McMillan, for the Maroons. So Gate City's got the football. 1 second left here in the quarter. They're down 27-7. The 2 George Wythe possessions, they've been stopped. However, Gate City with their one drive, they took and ate a lot of clock up. They ate almost 8 minutes of clock up. However, they got down on the fourth down. They